This is macOS Ken.
Apple and the memory crunch, checking in on MacBook Neo, and so much Apple TV talk. It is Tuesday, the 10th of March, 2026. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from macOS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for growing your presence online. Get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain with offer code macOSKen at squarespace.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by NordLayer, working to secure your network and block threats to your business. How does that work start? With $8 at nordlayer.com/macOSKen. NordLayer is a layer of security over the hardware you already have. No huge installs and no huge cost. With NordLayer, you get VPN, access control, and threat protection in one easy-to-use platform, starting at just $8 per user per month. It's really not bad for that price, but you get more than that. They've partnered with CrowdStrike to bring Falcon endpoint protection to small and mid-sized businesses. That is your business getting enterprise-grade security that's simple to deploy and manage, starting at just $8 per user per month. Here's my favorite part, though. It is the stuff you will never see. NordLayer works to keep malware and phishing attempts from ever reaching your team. So a layer of security over your hardware and a layer of defense between your people and bad people. I mentioned the $8 per user thing. They've also got special rates for 100 seats or more and a special offer for macOS Ken listeners. Get up to 22% off NordLayer yearly plans plus 10% on top with offer code macOSKen-10-NordLayer at nordlayer.com/macOSKen. Try it risk-free with their 14-day money-back guarantee. NordLayer, toggle-ready network security built for your business. Get savings on top of savings with offer code macOSKen-10-NordLayer at nordlayer.com/macOSKen. Rising memory costs can work to Apple's advantage. That's the thrust of a Barron's piece. The report's mostly centered on a note from Citi analyst Atif Malik. Writing to clients Sunday night, Malik slightly trimmed his firm's Apple estimates for fiscal 26 and 27, though they are still very positive on the company's stock. While Apple is not immune from rising component costs, the article says the Cupertino company can take advantage of the pressure on its competitors to gain market share. Concentrating on iPhone, as analysts often do, Malik is quoted as writing, "We believe Apple's procurement team and purchasing strategies have improved over the years, and Apple likely has the best negotiation power among all smartphone vendors." Malik has a buy rating on Apple shares. His price target on the shares is $315. The same piece from Barron's had similar thinking expressed by Evercore analyst Amit Daryanani. His note has his team thinking that investors are underappreciating how well Apple is perhaps managing through the memory inflation issue, and critically, how recent product launches demonstrate its ability to offset these pressures. Mr. Daryanani has an outperform rating on Apple shares. His price target on the shares is $330. Speaking of recent product launches, launch day MacBook Neo units are getting harder to get. I told you yesterday of slipping shipping windows for Apple's latest laptops. Checking Apple's site, they've gotten even more slippery round my way. As of 6:30 p.m. Pacific on Monday, the 9th of March, Silver saw slipping on the high end. The 256GB version is still shipping on the 24th through the 31st of March, with pickup still available tomorrow, the 11th of March. The 512GB version has slipped a bit, though. It is now shipping the 18th through the 20th of March, with pickup still available tomorrow if I'm willing to drive 30 miles. Which I'm totally not. I mean, what is it? Citrus? Blush seems to see slight improvement on the low end. You heard me. Improvement. The 256GB version had been shipping on the 24th through the 31st of March. It now shows shipping the 19th through the 23rd, though pickup at a local outlet is still unavailable. 512 still shipping the 24th through the 31st, and again, no pickup available. Citrus saw slippage on the low end. The 256GB version is now shipping the 19th through the 23rd of March on my recent check, though I could still pick one up tomorrow if I wanted to, locally. It's right there waiting for me. The 512GB version ships on the 24th through the 31st. No local pickup available. And finally, Indigo saw slippage on the low end. It's moved from first day availability to shipping on the 17th through the 24th of March. That is the 256GB version. Local pickup still available. The 512GB version ships on the 24th through the 31st with no local pickup. Getting your MacBook Neo fixed will be cheaper than fixing other Macs, provided you've got AppleCare Plus. Mac Rumors wrote up costs for repairs on Apple's least expensive laptops. With AppleCare Plus, battery replacement costs nothing, same as with other Macs. Screen damage will run buyers $49 to fix versus $99 for other Macs. External enclosure damage is $49 to fix versus $99 for other machines. And other accidental damage, $149 for MacBook Neo versus $299 for other Macs. AppleCare Plus for MacBook Neo comes in 3 flavors, a one-time cost of $139 for 2 years of coverage, I think, $4.99 per month for continuous coverage until canceled, or $49.99 per year for continuous coverage, again, until you cancel. The craziness that is the OS beta train is rolling again. Pieces from Mac Rumors say Apple on Monday released the 4th developer betas of blankOS 26.4 for iOS, iPadOS, macOS Tahoe, watchOS, tvOS, and visionOS. While we've heard about a lot of the new features on the way, Playlist Playground for Apple Music, a focus on video for Apple Podcasts and stuff like that, there are a few newer new features in this week's betas. For macOS 26.4, for example, a piece from 9 to 5 Mac says everybody gets the new MacBook Neo wallpapers. It's not a big deal, but it's not nothing. While MacBook Neo comes in silver, blush, citrus, and indigo, the 4 wallpapers include Mac Purple, Mac Blue, Mac Pink, and Mac Yellow. Developers and testers wanting to try them on can find the wallpapers in the Pictures area of the Wallpaper section in Settings. And one of my favorite annual edition traditions, another piece from 9 to 5 Mac says the iOS 26.4 beta welcomes in new Emoji. Officially approved last summer by the Unicode Consortium, new pictograms making their way to our keyboards include ballet dancers, distorted face, fight cloud. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to talk about fight cloud. Hairy creature, they mean Bigfoot, landslide, orca, trombone, and treasure chest. I'm thinking I know which of those will be used inappropriately. Oh, wait, maybe that one too. Yeah, as much as I love them, I'm not fluent in emoji. More news in a moment, but first a word from today's sponsor, Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for growing your presence online. You know what I like about Squarespace? Well, there are quite a few things actually, but here's one of the biggest. Squarespace starts by asking you 2 questions. What is your site about? and what do you want to do with it? It then guides you through a few possibilities that, who knows, may open up whole new trains of thought for your site. Then you build your site, either with their library of award-winning templates or with Blueprint AI, the AI-enhanced Squarespace builder. Everything is customizable, which I like. And everything can change. Giving your site a whole new feel while keeping the info and features that are already there is practically as easy as picking a new template. Of course, getting people to your site is as important as having one. Every Squarespace site is built to be noticed with meta descriptions, an auto-generated sitemap, and more. Put yourself out there, and Squarespace will help people find you. Give them a try with a free trial at squarespace.com/macOSken. Then when you're ready to launch, use offer code macOSken to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You can do so much with Squarespace. Start with a free trial at squarespace.com/macOSken. Then use offer code macOSken for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for growing your presence online. Get started today at squarespace.com/macOSken. So much Apple TV news, you'd think it was a Friday. Actually, a lot of this is stuff that would have hit last Friday, if not for all the MacBook Neo doings and goings on. Not this first one, though. This one actually just hit yesterday. One of the, in my opinion, most underrated actors working today is headed to the Apple TV drama, The Morning Show. Deadline says Jeff Daniels has signed on for the 5th season. He'll join series regulars Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, Nestor Carbonell, Billy Crudup, Mark Duplass, and a host of others. Deadline says Daniels will play a self-made billionaire and founder of a well-known investment firm. I guess if anybody can make a billionaire seem likable, it might be him. Apple TV's got a trailer for Margo's Got Money Troubles. The Cupertino streamer issued a press release late last week promoting the show and showing the trailer. In case you have forgotten, this is the drama about a recent college dropout and aspiring writer whose mother is an ex-Hooters waitress and whose father is an ex-pro wrestler. With a new baby, a mounting pile of bills, and a dwindling amount of ways to pay them, Margo goes a direction that, while totally legal, leaves some questioning and uncomfortable. Elle Fanning, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Nick Offerman play Margo, her mom, and her dad. Other stars include Nicole Kidman, Marcia Gay Harden, and Greg Kinnear. Nick Offerman, by the way, another one I could watch in just about anything. I've watched the Netflix limited series Death by Electricity twice now. Powerhouse performances, his not least among them. Anyway, Margo's Got Money Troubles hits Apple TV on Wednesday, the 15th of April, with a whopping 3 episodes. If you want to see what's coming, the trailer is up now on YouTube. Apple TV is out with a trailer for the 2nd season of Your Friends and Neighbors. This is the one about the well-off guy who loses his job and decides to start robbing the people around him instead of, getting another job. In fairness, I haven't watched it. Maybe he tried to get another job. Whatever the case, Apple's Season 2 press release says the main character doubles down on his life as an unlikely suburban thief until the arrival of a new neighbor threatens to expose his secrets and place his family at risk. Yes, it is someone else putting the family of the unlikely suburban thief at risk. John Hamm plays the lead. James Marsden plays his 2nd season nemesis. Stars returning for the 2nd season include Amanda Peet, Olivia Munn, Hoon Lee, Mark Tallman, and the list goes on. Season 1 is available to stream now on Apple TV. The first episode of Season 2 hits the stream on Friday, the 3rd of April. That trailer is also on YouTube. And finally today, congrats to a couple of Apple TV titles for a couple of recent awards. The Cupertino streamer issued a press release late last week announcing wins for the documentary Come See Me in the Good Light and the recently canceled series Palm Royale at the 37th Annual GLAAD Media Awards. The release says the GLAAD Media Awards recognize and honor media for fair, accurate, and inclusive representations of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer community and the issues that affect their lives. Palm Royale took the award for Outstanding Comedy Series, while Come See Me in the Good Light won for Outstanding Documentary. That last one's one to watch, by which I mean to keep an eye on. You can certainly watch it. It's available to stream now on Apple TV, as are both seasons of Palm Royale. But Come See Me in the Good Light could win Apple another Oscar. It is up for the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature. This is the first time Apple has been nominated in that category. macOS Can, brought to you by me and sponsored by NordLayer, toggle-ready network security built for your business. Get savings on top of savings with offer code macOScan-10-NordLayer at nordlayer.com/macOScan. This show is also sponsored by Squarespace. Get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain with offer code macOScan at squarespace.com/macOScan. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can find me on Mastodon, macOScan at mastodon.social. You can also send me an email, info@macoscan.com. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Buttons aren't toys.
Buttons aren't toys.